Hey guys, so I'm back for another Rainbow Six Siege video, and today I'm going to be making the top 5 attackers list. I've been looking forward to making this for a really long time. It came inspired from when I tried to make a tier list on the PlayStation, but I can't record the web browser, so I decided to do a top 5 attackers, and next will be a top 5 defenders. And I just want to do attackers first because I feel like it's a lot more varied. Defenders are really predictable who's going to be top 5, but attackers can really be a lot of operators. This is all of a personal opinion. And I'm sorry that I'm not able to make these videos shorter. Like, I have no clue how some of these Siege YouTubers are able to make their top 5 lists like 12 minutes long. That's insane to me how they can get all of that content out so quickly about the operators. But mine just goes a bit in depth with them. I hope I explain why the operators are as good as they are. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please leave a like, and if you dislike it, leave a dislike. This way I know maybe you guys aren't enjoying what I'm uploading, and I might have to change up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get right into the list. Okay, so at a number 5 spot we have Gridlock. Gridlock is an operator that specializes in controlling rooms or hallways inside of a building, and she does a really good job at that. She is like a control freak when it comes to blocking off rooms and different passageways into different places. She is probably definitely the best operator at doing that. So she has two great primary guns, which are her saw, which I'm going to be showing to you, which is an LMG, and also her AR, which is also a very good gun as well. Also has an amazing secondary, which is a super shorty. It's not amazing though for destroying enemies. It's great for destroying soft walls, which works very well with her gadget. So, secondary, which is a super shorty. And this is her LMG. Her LMG has 60 rounds. It has a very quick reload animation for an LMG with 60 rounds. It's kind of insane. It has a very clean ACOG. Probably the best version of the ACOG in the game. There's two. And this ACOG is just amazing. It's so clear. And also fires reasonably fast for an LMG. You can get a lot of damage dealt. So this thing is kind of a headshot machine because of the clear reticle on it. You can basically see everything with it. It's very clear. And here she has her gadget. Her gadget, which is track singers. They're little spikes that stick around the floor. They vary in size depending on where they hit around. Like right here, this little tiny thing. So Gridlock deploys 20 of these. 20 is a lot. Just one takes up a lot of room. Now, looking at 20, that takes up so much. If an enemy's going to want to get through this hallway now, they're going to have to destroy all of these tracks, which they can do by shooting them, throwing an explosive down, even meleeing it. Now, the problem is that if they don't do this, when they walk on it, they'll take 10 damage, be slowed, and make a bunch of noise as well because of the spikes. So this gives you a ton of time to react to enemies coming from another room. So this way you can take advantage while they're trying to destroy that, and then just kill them. And it's very disruptive in a round. Enemies are going to have to waste their resources just to get around this, to try to get to you. While they're wasting their resources, you take advantage of them, and you try to capitalize. So this gadget is very good. It works very well with her super shorty, which can create holes through the ground so you can throw your gadget down. So you can attack from above and throw your gadget. Only problem with Gridlock, I would definitely say, is how easy it is to destroy her gadget, which is the main part of her kit. All you gotta do is run around, shoot these things, and yeah, of course it does give off your position a lot, but also destroys all of them very easily. And also, if you're able to react fast enough, after down my trap, let's say I'm a defender. This shark gets thrown down, shoot it right away. It's gone. Nothing deploys. It's not like it gets deployed out of thin air all of a sudden. It's gone. So you wasted your gadget, and they wasted barely anything. They wasted like a bullet or something. So she's very easy to counter, which is what's holding her down on this list. But besides that, her gadget is great. She has great guns, a great secondary. She's like an all-in-one package basically with crowd control. She's probably the best crowd control operator in the game because of all the stuff that she can do just in rooms by themselves, which makes her our number 5 operator. At our number 4 position, we have Sophia. Sophia is a 2-speed, 2-armor operator who is fairly simple to use, I'm gonna admit. She has a great LMG, a great AR, and a pretty good pistol that comes with its own scope. So, basically, you can choose whatever kind of gun you want when you want to use your AR, LMG. You choose. LMG has 150 rounds that you can literally just shoot forever. And the only downside to it is this very long reload animation that's around 7 seconds long, which is insane. You don't want to reload your gun during a gunfight with Sophia, and you'll have to do that for 7 seconds if you choose to. So it's going to leave you very open. And then she also has her gadget, which is probably one of the main reasons why she's up here. It is super versatile. It comes with 2 concussion grenades and 2 impacts. But the cool thing is that they all come with their little own traits. So her impact grenades are not only impacts, but they're silenced. So you shoot here. Normally an impact grenade would create a ton of noise when it explodes. But if you just shoot one right here, notice how low the noise is. You barely hear anything. So if you're in this room or something, you might not be able to hear it all the way from over there. Maybe the glass, but if there was like no glass there or something, then you're barely even gonna hear it. This allows you to get into a room by explosion pretty sneaky. So she also then has her concussion grenades. Her concussion grenades, whenever they sense an enemy nearby, they explode instantly. So, which is also great for another reason other than they get concussed. Basically, you can use this to check rooms, so if you don't know if someone's over here or something, you can fire this in. If this doesn't go off, then no one's in there. If this doesn't go off, no one's in there as well. So you can just run into the room, be sure that you're not going to be attacked right when you go in there, because you're able to pre-fire and shoot your concussion grenades into there and check that there was nobody in the room. So not only is it concuss, but also provides reassurance if there is nobody in the room. And if there is someone in the room, they're going to get concussed, and you're probably going to win that gunfight. So her rocket launcher is great, as you can tell. Not only does it provide explosions, it also provides concussions as well, which is a great trait for a rocket launcher. Sophia also has great primaries, like I said, LMG, AR, pick your poison. And she's also very good for solo queue as well. You don't really have to rely on teamwork with Sophia, honestly. You can use your gadget however you want. It's just a better Ash, in my opinion. Like, if Ash's gadget is literally just a rocket launcher that makes a ton of noise, and you only get 2 of them, Sophia, you get basically the same exact thing, and 2 concussion grenades. And I can't even say that her AR is much better, because, yeah, it is really good, but Sophia's AR is very good as well. Only trade-off is that Sophia gets 2 speed, so Ash gets 3. But still, in my opinion, I think Sophia is a much better option than Ash. And the last thing I'm going to show off about Sophia is a cool little secondary ability that she has. She falls off this roof. Normally, in a 1v1 situation, you would die instantly. You fall off as Sophia, you're down. And you can pick yourself up for 5 health. Which is not a lot, but that is still enough that could possibly win a round. So if you get down, you still have a chance if they're far away enough and they can't finish you off. So she has clutch potential, she has a gimmick, everything's just really great about her. She's balanced. The only problems I would say is keeping her from number 5 is some of the nerfs that she's received to her gadget. Used to have 4 concussions, now it has 2. But that still does not make her not a great operator, because she is a great operator, trust me. There's no reason why she shouldn't be on your list of, like, picking of who to pick for an operator. So that's what makes her number 4. In her number 3 spot, we have Thermite, who is a 2-speed, 2-armor operator. You see a little trend here, you don't see any 3 speeds, which is kind of strange, because I'm going to admit, 3 speeds usually tend to be really good operators. Especially on defense. But as you see, you don't need to be a 3-speed to be good on attack. So Thermite has, I'm not gonna say like his shotgun is okay. It's definitely not the best shotguns, but that's not what really matters. His AR is what matters and how good it is as a support character, which Thermite is. It does a lot of damage. It has no recoil. You can have an ACOG on it. I used to really flex on mine, but you can have an ACOG. It's very easy to use. And he also has a pretty good pistol, I would say, because there's a ton of ammo. Now, his gadget is what makes him amazing. He's a must-have on any team. If you don't have Thermite on your team, you're setting yourself up for failure. So, his gadget can break reinforced walls. So let's say this wall is reinforced. So a breach charge wouldn't be able to destroy a reinforced wall, but this would be able to, and creates a really big hole right through the middle of it. So you have a ton of room to run through. You break through the defenses. You waste the reinforcements. His gadget is so great. Now, the only problem is that it gets countered very easily. If they have a bandit, then you can't put your wall. If they have a Kaid, you can't put your wall. If they have a mute, you can't put their wall. I'm pretty sure that's it. But there might be like one more or something, but he has a lot of counters, and because Thermite's so dominant, those counters are used a lot. But his counters are also countered very easily by 2 other operators, or 3 now. Twitch, Thatcher, and Kali, sorry. They all destroy those gadgets so easily, and once you're done destroying a gadget, you just put your Thermite down, and the damage is done. You've done your job, and now you can worry about fighting as well. So if Thermite is used well on massive garage, with a garage on them, and also, let's say a basement with a hatch on it, so you can open a reinforced hatch with his Thermite charge, opening a giant hole in the ceiling that the defender doesn't have to worry about now. That you might have to drop down, or you can shoot from above. So maps like Oregon or something, attacking basement, he's super useful in. And now here's one thing I want to address. I picked Thermite over Hibana because I feel that just the fact that you can create 2 really big holes compared to Hibana, who can create a big hole if she wants, but it's a long process that she has to go through. And even though Hibana can create multiple holes with her gadget, I just feel like it's not as useful as being able to walk through a humongous gap inside of a reinforced wall that your whole team can use. And it does not require nearly as much skill either. You just have to place down your Thermite charge and you're done. So that's what makes him. That's really what makes him so good. And because he has a great gun, a good secondary, and his gadget is probably one of the best in the game, if not the best. And the only thing that's keeping him down is that he's not supposed to be your like fragging operator. He's your support operator. He stays back. You get killed early on as Thermite, you may have lost your team to round. So that's what's keeping him back from being number 1 on the list, and which makes Thermite number 3. At number 2 in our list is Capital. He is a 3-speed, 1-armor operator who has an LMG and an AR, once again, like most of the operators on this list. And And he also has a pretty decent secondary as well. It's okay, nothing special about it. And where he really shines is his gadget, which, I'm gonna be honest, his gadget used to be really underwhelming. It kind of used to be seen as a joke. Like, Capital was not a good character a year ago. But all of a sudden, Pro League started utilizing him in Bomb so well that he rose very quickly to the top. Now, actually, I was going to put Twitch in this spot, but I just had a sudden change in heart if I want to Twitch on this list or not. Because I noticed she's been nerfed pretty dramatically throughout this year. And I just feel like maybe she might not be the best contender anymore for it. So instead I decided to put Capital here. So, Capital has, once again, a very good LMG. It comes with a very clean scope, just like Gridlock's, except this has 100 ammo, which is a lot more ammo than 60, but also has a lot more recoil in my opinion as well. It really kind of is the same gun as Gridlock's, and it has a longer reload animation. That's what does set it apart from Gridlock. It has a much longer reload animation. So when Gridlock just has to pull out her clip, Capital has to do the whole reload animation. But what's really cool about Capital is his gadget. So here's this little crossbow. Comes with flame darts and smoke darts. So in a game mode like Bomb, these gadgets are amazing. So this is his flame arrow. Shoot at the ground. It just gradually spreads over time and engulfs a huge area that does, I think, 15 damage per tick over like probably a couple of milliseconds. It's insane how much damage this thing can do in a short amount of time. And then he also has the smoke arrows, which is basically just a smoke grenade that detonates instantly when it hits a wall, and it goes where you want it to go. So that's it right there. It's like a regular smoke grenade, except when the moment it hits the ground, it's ready to be used. It deploys instantly, so you can use your tactics much more reliable. So, you might be wondering what this does. So your flame darts, one, on a bomb-based game mode, can completely block off an objective from a defender wanting to go inside of it. It's really so good at doing that. And a year ago, I would say his flame darts were kind of treated as a joke, but now they're used very often in meta. And his smoke darts on bombs are amazing. So you can put like a smoke in the corner or something, right around here. Go plant the diffuser. You're covered, defenders can't see you, maybe your teammates are protecting you. And you're perfectly covered when you're trying to plant the diffuser. No one's going to see you. So that's what makes him so good, especially now that ranks is only bomb, which makes him so much better. It's incredible. So he also comes with a Claymore as well, which makes him very good. I would say Claymore is probably one of the best attack gadgets in the game. So this makes Capital probably the second best attacker operator in the game. He has a great gun, which is an AR LMG, pretty good secondary, an amazing gadget, and only thing that's holding him back is that his primary gadget is not as good as the next primary gadget, and that's what makes Capital number 2. Okay, so at our number 1 spot, we have Nomad. So Nomad is a about 1-year-old operator. So she's had her time in the game. And she's a 2-speed, 2-armor operator that comes with 2 different kinds of assault rifles. And then also an ACOG pistol. Basically a sniper pistol. Now this pistol has been nerfed to the ground since it's been released. But that's only on body shots. If you want to hit your headshots, go ahead. It's so much easier to hit headshots with this pistol than any other pistol, because it has a ACOG scope that is clean, just like Gridlock's and Capital's. So to when I spawn in, and the main thing that makes this operator so good is her gadget, which is amazing. it completely just breaks the game. So this is her pistol. It has a scope, as you see. It's very clear. You can see everything around you with this. And then her AR, I personally like to use the AK. This gun takes no skill. It has so much ammo. There's no recoil on it. And it does so much damage. It just takes no skill. It's so easy to use. You just have to aim at your opponent and shoot. And there's just like no downside to using this. It really is so easy to use. And only problem is that it doesn't have as fast as like a fire rate. I'm pretty sure as ARX, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but her ARX is 21 bullets compared to 41, which is a huge difference. I heard on PC people like to use the ARX more than the AK, but personally I like to use the AK.
You have located a bomb.
And this is when Nomad becomes really good. And I wish I could show this to you. I really do, because it really is kind of just so fun to watch, and it is kind of important to see it to understand it. But she has this gadget called the air jab. She puts this down here, just a little tiny ball right here. So you used to actually not be able to hear it. Now you can, but it's very faint. And when all this gunfire is going around, you're not going to hear that. This little beeping noise. Listen. It's not noticeable either. So you're walking up these stairs, right? All of a sudden, you get blasted through this wall. And I'm talking about you go flying. You fly through this wall, you could break it. And then you're on the ground and you're trying to get up for like around 2 seconds. You have to get yourself ready. All of your movement is taken completely away from you. You can't do anything except watch an animation. While an attacker will come over to you and destroy you when you're helpless on the ground. And you can't do anything about it. It's so frustrating. And this is what led to attack operators that had traps being added to the game. Because right after that came Gridlock. And she also changed meta as well. But this gadget is just insane. It just completely destroys core mechanics of the game. So this game relies so much on movement. Your movement gets taken away from you. You're a sitting duck. If someone finds you when you get air jabbed, you're screwed. There's no way that you're gonna live through that. Also, playing diffuser, you can put your air jabs all throughout the room. They can try to go through different exits and they're gonna get air jabbed. And you can be camping here. They're gonna come, get shot. Here, get shot. It's just so easy to easily just destroy your enemies. Your enemies, just because your gadget is so strong that it takes away the whole entire game mechanics. They can't even do anything, and then you just kill them. And there's one downside to our gadget, is that this big yellow beam comes out of it, and it's gigantic. You can see it like across the whole entire map, basically. So that's the one thing that's keeping your gadget from being brutally overpowered. And so once again, it's not making her. Just that is allowing you to see that she's gonna put down her gadget, and also makes a little noise when you shoot it, as you hear. So it's just so good, this gadget. The only thing that's even keeping it back is a little yellow beam. That's insane. And then also, when this thing explodes, it creates a giant noise, so the attackers are able to hear that this went off. So Nomad's just amazing. She's so overpowered. Like, she's so blatantly overpowered. Everyone complains about her, that she just takes away mechanics of the game. They can't even move. You feel helpless when you play against her, and that's what's gonna make her at #1. It takes away core mechanics of the game. You can't do anything against her once you get knocked down. She's unstoppable. You get hit, you make one mistake, get hit by one of these, or even get in the pathway of her gun, and you're dead. You're destroyed. You have to be really lucky to get out of Nomad's sights or out of her air jab. So that's what makes her at #1, making her, in my opinion, the best attacking operator in the game. So that's the end of our top 5 attacker video. And I had a lot of fun making this. It actually required a lot of work. I had to retake a lot of shots, or clips, because I thought they were a bit too long. And let's say if I kept the old clips, this video is long on itself. It would be so much longer than it is right now. So I put a lot of effort into this. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to leave a comment down below if you disagree with this list or agree with it. And if you disagree, leave who you think should be in the spot of an operator, so maybe I can have some time to reflect on it to see if I do agree with it. And I'll try to be active in the comments, saying if I disagree or agree with you. And I hope you guys just enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be our top 5 defender video. See you later.